Hello, people. I should be.
The number of the
Oh, that's not muted. Yeah, I'm live. Alright. Welcome to Star Trek Online. If you don't know about this game, let me turn down the audio though, because I did turn it up recently. That's right. The music slaps though, to be fair. So, this is Star Trek Online. I don't have any characters on this account, so I don't have anything on this account before anything. Let's start off the series of saying that, because I have series. I've tried to do a series on this before, a long time ago, and I used my main account, but I'm not going to be doing that this time around. Oh, let's get right into character creation. I already know roughly what I want, in the sense of I want Starfleet. So Starfleet, the exploratory, scientific, diplomatic, and defensive agency in the United Federation of Planets, chartered in 2161, Starfleet has a mission to boldly go where no one has gone before. A primary mandate includes the pursuit of peaceful exploration in search of new life and new civilizations. Starfleet Command is headquarters in the Sol system on the planet Earth. Start your journey as a new cadet in the class of 2409 during an uncertain time as enemies new and old threaten the Federation across the galaxy. So that's the faction we'll be playing for. And, okay, I haven't thought this through yet, though. So we're gonna look through this together and see what speaks loudest to me. I haven't thought any of this. Well, okay, I thought a little bit of it. I don't have like a ship name, and there's a lot of things I don't have. I'm thinking for my first character, just make it a basic human. I'm thinking maybe a Bezoid, maybe, or Vulcan, or Trill, but something basic that doesn't just like stand out too much, like a Bensite or a Boolean or a freaking Ferengi. So I'm thinking something basic. I don't honestly Tellerate. Honestly, we should just, or Bajoran, but I actually have a Bajoran character on my other one. I have a human too, obviously, but I'm thinking we go with human. And as for a career, this one I actually put a lot of thought into for when I wanted to do this. And I know I think my face cam might cover it up, so I'm going to make my face cam, I'd say invisible, but in reality, give me 1 second. Can I go to this one? And give me 1 second. Screen capture. This is the bottom. Okay. So I'm not in the way. That's why I did that. Hopefully the audio settings aren't too different. They look about the same. Goody. Okay, so I've been thinking about doing Starfleet Science, which actually has, or no, was I thinking engineering? Ha! How did I forget? So actually, okay, for a while I was thinking engineering because I have a lot of characters that are science and tactical. My main character in this game was tactical, and then my second main is science. However, engineering's boring. But to be honest, I think I'm gonna do science. So, as a science officer in Starfleet, use your skills and knowledge to support your ship and crew. You can weaken or incapacitate enemies, enhance sensor operations, create energy fields, and treat injuries of your fellow officers. So that's nice. Okay, we're gonna do science now. Now I'm just gonna customize my characters to the best of my ability, and yeah. Give me 1 second here. So let's go ahead. Hair's important. I usually go like this or like this for like my main character has that, but I think I'm gonna do something more like, I don't know, exotic, or just like, because there's not many exotic options. I mean, it is a military, to be fair. I always do like this one, I will say. This is one of my more favorite ones. Stands out to me. Which a lot of these honestly don't do. Oh, beautiful head of hair. Yeah, you really don't have a lot of options because, I mean, you're a Starfleet officer, it's the military. You don't want hair in your eyes. Now, me, I like hair in my eyes. So, we're conflicting in a sense. So, I think I'm going to go with this one. It stands out as slightly different, slightly longer, which is fair. Hair color, with a nice old brown to that. Eye color, blue, which it already is, so that's good. Skin color, that's fine. There's also advanced setting or advanced customization, which, but let's go to body. I am 6'2". That works, and I like thoughtful. For the head, though, actually, now that I think about it, the face. I mean, this is a very basic face. It's used a lot. And I don't really want... Is there no advanced? Here. Okay, See, this is too advanced, man. I want something in between this. I don't want to go through all this. Can I random? I can random. Randomize myself. Okay. Okay. Wait, did that randomize like all of my stuff? Or no, it's just a... No ears, that's scary. Small iris. Tattoos and scars. There's so many different ones you can get, but I don't really feel like doing that. This changed. This made randomized it up a little bit. I like it. I don't know how I feel. I feel like it's I think it's the mouth. Yeah, it's the mouth settings that I don't like. Oh. Yeah, that is quite the jaw. Okay, I can mess with this. And uniform. Sorry. Uniform. I kind of want to just keep it traditional for this series for a little bit. Because, I mean, there are so many different ones you can have on the Next Generation film. And it gets even more advanced than this. Actually, Sierra 1, maybe? I mean, the Odyssey's like the, Yeah, I think I'll just keep it as Odyssey. Because I never honestly keep it traditional. So maybe I'll just change it up and do that instead. Why not? And I'll eventually change this up, probably. But I'm gonna want to keep myself with traditional at least for a while. Now a name, so I'm literally just gonna call him Splur. But the ship name, I have not actually thought about a ship name yet. Which is surprising. Yeah, I haven't thought of a ship name. Honestly, Pingo. Well, just because I mean the first ship is very tiny. It's a Miranda class, and I think what I'm gonna call it is Glass Cannon. It's small, but you know, it does its job. All right, let's get on with the story. So. I'm gonna switch back my camera now. Hold on. So I plan on reading out all the story and all that, and not like really skipping through much. So I also don't plan on skipping any missions. Like I'm gonna do them all essentially. This is so outdated. You can tell from how like pixelated this is. I think they started doing this intro scene in like 2015 or some shit.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. Live long. And 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not stop for one man, and neither does history. The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, traded diplomacy for the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon. The Federation did its utmost to preserve its alliance with the Klingons, but war was inevitable. The Romulans want revenge for their lost world. The Dominion is rebuilding its forces. Now the Borg have reappeared, and the Alpha Quadrant balances on the edge of ruin.
Warning, ship is under attack.
The fate of the galaxy rests in your hands.
It's cool though. I say it's outdated, but still cool.
Welcome to Star Trek Online. Today is graduation day, and you soon will be embarking on your training cruise, where the bulk of the ship is manned by cadets like yourself. This tutorial will introduce you to the basic controls of Star Trek Online, including movement, combat, and interacting with characters and objects.
So I'm just gonna get some traits. Lucky, medical vanguard, because I'm a scientist, I'm a medic. You know, maybe like a medic. That's probably gonna be my. And peak health, because medic. Space traits. I like elusive. Where is that at? I think it's down here. I thought it was at the top, wasn't it? Or do I not have? Yeah, elusive. It makes you get shot less. Stow, nice. Yeah. I'm gonna do accurate. I like accurate. It's pretty solid. And then bulkhead tech. No, was it not? Yeah, maximum hit points. Okay, bulkhead technician. And these ones you don't get until later on, much later on. But for some reason it threw that at me immediately. Let's go. I think. Don't know if I can do this, but I would like to try to turn off the tutorials if possible. So I don't really want that, but. Because I know what I'm doing, but I mean, if I have to do the tutorial, go through and click all the things, I'll go through all the things. It's whatever. HUD? Would it be HUD? I don't know. Whatever. Trade tooltips, I can turn those off. Okay, they are off. Okay. Whatever. Alright. So.
People you can interact with have icons above their heads. You can press the interaction key, default F, to talk with them.
So F is your interaction key, as it just said. This is a new account? It is a new account. Oh, apparently I'm patching files. So F is the interaction key. You can talk to people.
Finally! I was beginning to think you forgot what today was.
How could I? You reminded me every day this past month. Did you get your assignment?
Of course, I was first in line. Oh, before I forget, I think Rasky is just ahead. He wanted to thank you for helping him cram for the astrometrics final.
Talk to Cadet Rasky. Rasky, you want to thank me? What's poppin'?
There you are. I wanted to thank you for helping me pass that final, and for all the other times you've helped me. I've always admired you. I hope Starfleet recognizes all you've done to lead our class. What ship did you get?
I haven't received my assignment yet.
Good luck. Before you report to Lieutenant Farah and get your assignment, you should find Tyrell. She wanted to talk to you. She's just up the pathway.
Find Cadet Tyrell. And there's giant arrows, and also on the map, as you can see, there's these yellow circles. These yellow circles indicate where your main quest is. If it's a white circle, it's like a quest, but it's not set. It's your main quest. If it's yellow, it's your main.
Greetings.
Greetings. Rasky said you had something to tell me.
It was good of you to encourage me to retake the linguistics final. I was willing to accept my original results, but you saw that I was not at my best that day. My score increased by 12.8% on the second attempt, well
That's a
within
lot.
my standard norms. Now I am qualified to serve as both a science officer and a communications officer.
That is also nice. Continue.
Morik would like to see you as well. He is ahead of us on the path. Live long and prosper.
Okay, let's talk to Borg.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
Yeah, so if it's not the circle, if you can't see the circle, like I was talking about the circle, there's an arrow that will point you to it. That's what it's trying to tell you right there. So very easy. It's a very good game for showing you where you need to go next, essentially.
There you are. Getting excited yet?
You sound
Once
excited.
we finish our training cruise, we'll all be full-fledged ensigns. The buzz is, Captain Taggart hasn't named all of his senior staff yet. From what I heard, the advanced phaser training simulation is tripping people up.
Thanks! Alright, let's go locate Lieutenant Farah. Well, fun fact about him, I actually remember his name mainly because, like, you actually have to talk to him in the future after you, like, get to level 10 or something to get something from him, so. But a lot of people don't because it's here, no one really comes back here, so it just sits in your mission.
Good afternoon, Cadet.
You see it.
What can I do for you?
Is this where I get my training cruise assignment?
Yes, I have the complete assignment list here. Name?
Explore.
Let's see. Interesting. Report to Captain Taggart. He's in the office behind me.
Is there a problem?
You're going to have to ask him.
Okay.
Direction of your
Ominous.
objects you can interact with have a glow around them. Press F to interact with a doorbell to notify Captain Taggart of your presence.
The game's yelling at me about like 5 different things at once.
Cadet.
You asked to see me, sir?
I did. I've been following your progress here at the Academy, and I must say, I'm impressed.
Thank you, Captain. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
I'm just looking at your final test scores, but I don't see your results for the Advanced Phaser Training Program.
Okay, so this is the first time I actually get options, I think. I'm not a tactical officer. I concentrated, of course, for my career track, where many of my class ranks didn't take tests either. Is that an issue? That just sounds arrogant, so I'm going to go, I'm not a tactical officer. I concentrated on courses for my career track.
I want everyone on my senior staff to run that program, and I want to see good results, no exceptions.
Did you say senior
I
staff?
did. Like I said, I've been following your career here at the Academy. If you complete that program, I can put you on my bridge. I'll ask my tactical officer to set it up.
Okay, your tactical officer, who is that?
Another fine cadet like yourself. Her scores were almost as good as yours, but her record has a few blemishes. Still, I'm sure Cadet Flores will settle down and become a fine officer someday.
I'll tell Flores to meet you outside. Talk to her to start the phaser training, and I'll see you when you're finished. You're dismissed, Cadet.
Why is his voice just changed a lot? Salute. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can't do it again. His voice just... So I think what happened there is that they changed the tutorial a lot through time. And they must have recorded that line.
I got the tactical officer spot.
Time.
Just what I wanted. Where'd you end up?
Captain Taggart says he wants me on the senior staff, but I had to pass advanced phaser training first.
You never did that? I thought you were Mr. Extra Credit.
No, not
Everyone
me.
knows that Captain Taggart expects all his top people to pass that program.
Now you tell me that.
Don't worry, you'll do fine. Come on, I'll take you to the holodeck and set it up.
Alright, lead the way.
Seems most of our class ended up on Captain Taggart's ship.
Mm-hmm. Da 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 da. I've got mail. So I'm actually using the ARC. Wow, I'll think of the name in
Have
a
you
second.
seen the whales in San Francisco Bay?
This is
I've
located in
never seen
California,
spot
San
them.
Francisco. I'm actually using the ARC
I
game
sometimes
client.
forget that
'cause
Boopsy is a
this
hologram.
is on Steam.
He seems like such a fixture here at Starfleet Academy.
This game's on Steam,
Sprint, tap the shift key while moving.
but
Last one of the
I
console
have my
buys the
main
first round
account
tonight.
synced up on Steam, so and if there's one thing that's for sure, it's a little. If I recall correctly, that is, it's annoying.
Setting up the training program now. I hope Holodeck 2 is your lucky holodeck.
Oh, it is. I love Holodeck 2. I'll need a phaser though.
Phasers are in the lockers by the holodecks. You can grab one there.
All right, let's go. So Steam like desync, they're like switching accounts on Steam is just annoying. So I just decided to use Arc, and hell, I could have both of them open at once then because of it, because they're two different like separate games essentially. They're the same, but you know, in the eyes of the computer, let's open this weapon locker. Actually, it is cool. This little thing opens up. Now I see rifles, and is there any pistols on this rack, or is it, oh, it's at the bottom? Okay, they're at the bottom. I was gonna say I see rifles, and why am I grabbing this little dinky pistol? It's at the bottom. That's why. That makes more sense. Yeah, automatically equipped. This is your inventory and your. This is your inventory. This is like your character skills, traits, stations, reputation. Reputation's used later on, not at this point. Assets is where I also, by the way, I'm not gonna buy any ships or anything, but I might get an inventory expansion because this is not a lot for how quickly it fills. I might get inventory expansions down the line. It depends. Okay. Anyways, assets. Energy credits is the cash of this game. Energy credits is your wealth. However, there's a second one called the lithium, which is also wealth. Essentially, the lithium, you can only refine 8,000 a day because you'll get ore, and you have to refine it. You can use the refine for a lot of stuff and more like a different type of stuff. Like energy credits allow you to buy just basic stuff, but the lithium allows you to get the good stuff. You can only refine, however, 8,000 a day. Wait. Note, the con costume is set is a per character unlock reward. You must be logged into ARC and then log into Star Trek Online with each character you wish to gain the con costume set. Does that mean I have a con costume? I mean, that's cool. Anyways. Wait, off duty. No, this is my only outfit. So you can only refine 8,000 a day. Now, however, 8,000 is actually a lot for dilithium. Like, energy credits go. You'll have what? I think it's a max of like. Can I see? I don't remember how to see. There's a cap of like 10 million or something. But dilithium, 10 million. If you had 10 million dilithium, you're set. Alright, so this is a holodeck. If you know anything about Star Trek, essentially holodecks are like fake rooms. They're like virtual reality, except there's more. You're there. You know, you don't need anything on or anything. So press 1 to use your combat's your weapon's primary attack, and press 2 to use it the secondary attack. Now most stuff has a secondary. Well, everything has a secondary, but most stuff has a useful secondary, except for like melee. So, for example, my primary attack is just a beam. My second one is a stun beam setting, and it has a higher cooldown. So if I shoot at him, you know, I'll kill him 2 shots. If I shoot this, it has like a 6-second cooldown, but he's stunned. He can't do anything until he's out of that. Doesn't do that much damage, but
while in combat, certain actions are disabled. Once you drop out of combat, more detail about ground combat will become available.
So yeah, that alert, I'm pointing, that alert that's up here that says red alert, means you're in combat. And when you're in combat, you can't do certain things. You can't change out your loadouts and whatnot. But,
Press H to holster
so as you see,
and draw
like,
your
I
weapon.
walked through a whole hallway and whatnot, but this holodeck, like, this is just this small. I don't understand how that works, the science of that, but yeah. So if you press H, you can holster and draw your weapon. You press Z, you switch your weapon, because you have 2 equipped at the same time. 1, 2. So, yeah. Also, I do like the new oh god. Get up. I do like the newer, like, idle animations, like with a pistol, like you, like this animation. Hold on, wait, I'm gonna take a drink while it does it. Okay, this is not the one I'm talking about. Can you, like, do the thing? You were just doing it a second ago. Okay, he doesn't want to do it anymore, but whatever. Captain Taggart.
Well done, cadets. You're not going to break the Academy record, but your score was more than satisfactory.
Thank you, Captain. Do you have an assignment for me now?
Absolutely. I have a new first officer. Congratulations.
First officer, sir.
Yes, you should be proud of your accomplishments here, Cadet. You have a promising career ahead of you in Starfleet.
Thank you, sir. It'll be an honor serving with you. So, first officer is essentially second in command on the ship. So, basically, he's saying, yeah, you're gonna be like my you know, the next person under me.
First officer, way to go. Just a little jealous, I'll admit. At least now you'll get to boss us all around like you've always wanted.
What can I say? The captain sees greatness in me.
Don't let it go to your head, buddy.
I won't.
You'll do great. But we should head up to the shuttle bay. Everyone else is waiting there for the ceremonial send-off toast.
Alright, let's go to the shuttle bay.
Remember, your objective locations can also be found on your compass, as well as your mini-map.
Yeah.
Now hear this. All cadets report to shuttle bay to prepare for departure.
Okay, all of the senior staff is waiting by the bar. I'm sure everyone's a bit nervous, this being our first real assignment and all. So, I'm expecting an inspiring speech out of you. Something heartwarming. Make Tavrel cry.
Tavrel cry.
This mission could just determine the rest of our careers. No pressure. I'll meet you over there.
Okay, let's go make Tavrel cry. She's a Vulcan, that'd be harder. Vulcans don't have emotions. There's Tavrel. Alright, you're gonna cry. I'm gonna make you cry. Oh! I'm gonna make you cry. Micro adjusting where you're standing is difficult. I am going to make you cry because Elisa Cadet Flores told me to. Alright. Oh my god. Oh, she's right there. And Potta. Why do I feel like I've heard that name? Zarva. So, Morik, Rasky. I don't know who Morik, Rasky, or Moss, or Potter is. But 1, 2, 3 of these become like your bridge officers. So that's cool. I'm gonna lead a toast. May I have everyone's attention. Look at me. Look at me. I'm awesome. Wait. Isn't that 4 blips? Doesn't that mean I'm a captain? I'm not a captain. It must be like the lower blip. Oh, because we have cadet uniforms on. So yeah, that means we're about to graduate. Okay. So we're gonna inspire the. You know what? I should start with it being humble. Just keep it low. On the first day of class 4 years ago, I looked in the mirror and I thought, there is no way I can do this. I know I wasn't the only one. I'm gonna embolden the cadets. I have the utmost faith in each of you. You're the best the Academy has, and together we can do anything. And galvanize? I don't know what that word means, but I'm gonna do it. But we will go forth boldly, like Starfleet has trained us, putting us to use everything we've learned here. To Starfleet Academy, to the USS Glass Cannon, and to her crew. Raise a glass to the class of 2409.
All cadets, please board your shuttles.
Got me. Alright, I'm going to my shuttle. Also, interestingly, I have a light blue stripe. Like, for example, Tavrel, who's a science officer, has a darker blue stripe. And I don't know if there's a difference. And it's not because she's female, because she has a light blue stripe, too. Which is very interesting. Maybe it's because she's also a communications officer. Wait, no, all 3 of these guys have. That's weird. Okay. Dr. Deck Officer.
Are you ready to head to the ship?
I am ready to head to the ship.
I can't believe we're finally doing this. Look at that. The USS Vesta, first of her class. She's got subsystem targeting, a crew of 750, auxiliary phaser cannons, and even a quantum field focus controller. I can't wait to captain one someday. But here's our ship. Miranda class, 200 crew, 2 forward weapon mounts, 1 aft, average speed, warp 5.0. She is a tough little ship, though. I think I like her. We're the final shuttle to arrive. We need to get to the bridge.
Average speed of 5 point nothing. Or warp speed, not average speed. Alright, let's talk to her.
I'm going to check in and then head for the bridge. See you there.
Alright, I'm gonna do it first. See, I can go faster than you.
Name and position?
Cadet Splur, acting first officer.
I have your record right here. Welcome aboard.
I mean, I'm a cadet, she's a lieutenant, but I'm the first officer,
Captain
so it's
Taggart
like,
is waiting for
which
you
is
on the
weird.
bridge.
Okay, that's
Use
a
the
weird
turbo lift in
thing.
the nearby quarter. It will take you directly there.
Thank you. Like, technically, as first officer, she's under my command. Well, we're all under the captain's command, but then she's also under my command. But I'm a lower rank than her. That's weird. I don't know why Captain Taggart decided to make a cadet his first officer, but you know, good for him. Let's go up this turbo lift, which is essentially an elevator. Okay. And here's the captain in his captain's chair.
Welcome to the bridge, number 1.
Number 1?
Early in my career, I served with a captain who called his first officer that. I always liked it. As my number 1, I expect you to ensure my orders are carried out, and to advise me on the best course of action in any situation. But first, we need to get out of dry dock, get clearance from control, and close the shuttle bay doors. Then disable the tractor moorings.
Alright. Wait. Get clearance from control and close the shuttle bay doors then. So, Tavrel, get clearance from traffic control for the glass can to leave
Earth
the
traffic
gantry.
control has cleared us to depart, sir.
Fantastic.
Very good, number 1.
Floors, send the signal to close the shuttle bay doors.
Shuttle bay doors are closed, sir.
Very good, number 1.
And Potter, wait for me to disable tractor moorings. Who is Potter? Where is Potter? Potter's this one. Okay. I'm gonna disable release tractor moorings.
Potter, take us out. 1/4 impulse.
Captain, may I remind you that Starfleet regulations specify thrusters only while in the vicinity of space dock.
Just checking to see if you were paying attention, number 1.
I don't
Potter,
know what
take
happens
us
if
out.
you remain silent.
Maximum
I think
thrusters.
nothing. I don't. It's just like a little nerdy thing.
To sit, right?
Now I gotta
click on
sit in the
chair
first
you wish to
officer's
sit in.
chair. This is my chair, currently.
Cleared from dry dock, Captain.
Good. Let's start with something easy. Set course for Vulcan.
Course laid in, sir.
Engage.
Captain, I'm picking up an automated distress call from the SS Break-Even. Their warp core is failing, and they require immediate assistance.
Let them know we're on our way. Potter, lay in a rendezvous course.
Altering course, sir. ETA 3 minutes. They are not responding to our hails, Captain.
Keep trying, Travell. Their long-range comms might be down.
Number 1, let's discuss the situation.
Okay. Discuss it then. Why? What? Captain,
An
you're
unexpected
in the
situation,
floor.
number 1. But such things come with the job. What do you think we should do?
Is this a test, sir? Part of the training rooms?
Absolutely not. We're the closest ship to the break-even, so it's our duty to assist.
Okay, it's a race against time. If their warp core is at risk.
Indeed. We also don't know what led to this situation either. It could have been an accident, or the results of an attack. What do you advise?
Okay, well, shields up, sir. Better safe than sorry.
Raising the
That's
shields
always
does
a
seem
good-
to be a reasonable precaution.
Yes, sir. As I said, better safe than sorry.
Indeed. Yellow alert. Raise shields. Number 1, I'd like you to oversee the rescue effort once we arrive.
Oh boy.
Still no response from the Break-Even, Captain.
Scan them. Maybe they're unable to respond to our signal.
Captain, our shields are collapsing.
Flores, return fire. Pattern Delta Sierra 9.
Well, there go the shields. Not good. Engineering to bridge.
Go ahead, engineering.
Sir, the Borg are here. We need help.
Shit got bad real quick. Okay. That got really bad really quick. Alright, alright.
Right. Number 1, I want you to go to main engine.
Oh, shit.
Right. Number 1, I want you to go to main engineering and lead the security team efforts there. Get those Borg off my ship.
Aye, sir. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're gonna need a rifle, because it's pistol.
Sorry for the emergency stop, number 1, but there's a problem in the transporter room. The Borg are trying to take it over, most likely to prevent us from using site-to-site transports within the ship. Head to the armory near your position. Arm yourself and any security officers you find on the way. Once you're armed, I need you to go to the transporter room and secure it as soon as possible.
These guys aren't wearing belts.
We're holding our own so far, number one, but our success depends on securing the ship. Do what you can to get the Borg out of critical areas.
Yes, sir.
You need to unlock the armory.
Enter command codes.
Enter the command code.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it. See, look what you did. You messed me up.
We should grab rifles to fight off the Borg.
That's the idea. Come on. This time I'm not grabbing one of those dinky pistols. Alright, so now we have to actually equip it. So if you hit U, it opens usually close. That's weird. Hit I to open that. So what we're gonna do is, well, first you can click this and it'll give you a list of things that you can put in it. However, you can also just drag this to drop it.
Status report, number one.
Currently closing my inventory, sir. About to leave the armory,
Very
sir.
well. We're reading Borg life signs in your area. Looks like you'll have to fight your way to the transporter room. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. We're out. Alright. I have a rifle now. I'm kind of afraid to use it. Borg, man, and Borg are scary. Come on. So on this one, that's the number 2 thing. Like I said, I was saying for the second one, it's the sniper shot. The first one is just like a bolt setting. It just shoots a bolt like this. The second one, I'll show you on this drone. Oh, I guess I'll show you on the tactical drone. It does a lot more damage.
Item has dropped for you. Move towards the item and press F to loot it. Intruder alert on
We're gonna loot this item. It's a medium hypo, aka like a med thing.
You can do extra damage to enemies by flanking them.
I'm flanking you.
Oh, me.
Get him! Get him up! Get up! Cadet Rick! Whatever the hell your name is.
Thanks. You saved me from a fate worse than death.
Okay.
I'll get back to manning the transporters.
I need to get the main engineering to repel more of the Borg.
That's going to be a problem. We took some hard hits in the initial salvo, and there are hull breaches in the corridor. I don't think you can make it there.
Can you beam me directly to
Still
engineering?
have main power, so yes. Yes, I think I can. Get on the transporter pad and I'll beam you there.
Ah, keep doing that.
Your timing is fortuitous, sir. We are making a push to retake main engineering.
That's good. Probably use our main engineering. Yeah, I was just doing that already.
Against ranged attacks, but increases damage from melee attacks.
Yeah, so you're more susceptible to melee, so if you're against melee, you don't want to couch. And if you put, so basically when you go in combat, unless you're going against melee, you just want to hit C and X right away. You get bonuses. You get bonuses. So defensive bonus for C and offensive bonus for X. Why is this yellow? Never seen that. Oh, also there is a manual way of firing, as you can see. And for this, if you hit X, that's scoping. So you can manually aim. And you just click left click for 1 and right click for 2. I think maybe like, yeah, the middle button for 3. But I don't really like the I don't do the manual aim, I should say. It's cool though.
Oh, okay. I've got an idea. I saw this in a Starfleet history sim, so I'm pretty sure it'll work.
Why you said like a little
I need you to prepare the plasma coolant for emergency release.
I don't think I've ever heard her voice until now.
Any riskier than standing around while the Borg send over more drones? I don't think so.
Suppose
Hurry,
not.
I do not want to be assimilated. No, thank you.
Okay. I don't think I've ever heard her. I just always skip through her voice lines, I guess.
Not good. Not good. We need to go now. Quick, release the plasma
This is a
coolant.
cool animation. Click it, get it done. Go ahead, under that door. Let me in. I am concerned but relieved. Thank you.
That plasma coolant really did a number on the Borg. They won't be coming back here anytime soon. That's good. That's very, very good.
Explore the bridge. We secured main engineering.
Number 1, we've got injured up here and the Borg could send a boarding party at any time. I need you back on the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Go. See to the bridge. We will secure main engineering.
Go. Captain, get behind me.
The bridge is secure.
I did not mean to skip that, my bad, guys, but basically, we need to heal these guys. Which actually makes sense in this case, because I'm a science officer and kind of like a medic officer. But normally when you're playing an engineering or tactical engineer, it doesn't make as much sense.
You have my gratitude.
Is that Tyrell? Alright, for gratitude, guys. Vulcan's gratitude.
Nice work, number 1.
Thing that you don't want.
Looks like that phaser training paid off.
There's more of them, sir. Sir, behind you.
Captain, look out!
Oh, and they're going. Oh my god, always so
Captain, the Borg vessel has gone to warp, and based on the amount of damage they sustained, it is logical to assume they disengaged in order to regenerate safely.
That's a good logic.
We survived, but the Captain Taggart knew what would happen, and he gave the order anyway. The ultimate sacrifice. One that we all might be called to make someday. He trusted you to take command. All we can do now is survive. And remember him.
So many things were said there that were not in the text, so that's a little odd. But let's just hit continue. Now let's go sit in the captain's chair. Ha! His inconvenience, but my promotion. Alright, now I think it goes to space, because we got to go
Alyssa
basically...
Flores is now your bridge officer.
Yay.
Bridge officers add abilities to your ship in space and accompany
All decks
you on
reporting in,
away
sir.
on the ground.
We took some
so many
casualties,
voices.
and sickbay is full. All ship systems have taken some damage, but some are worse than others. Life support is stable, but anything else could be an issue.
Alright, Tyrell, send out a distress call.
I have been trying to get a distress call out, Captain, but something is jamming all frequencies.
Keep trying.
I
What's
think
the
she
status of
took
the
some
board?
real damage. We're in rough shape too, Captain.
Don't mind me. I think, Zarva, damage
Still
report.
running diagnostics, sir. Took
Sorry.
us some time to get the systems back online.
What about the break-even? Hail them, Tyrell.
Hailing the break-even now, Captain.
SS break-even. This is Starfleet vessel USS class Cannon. What is your status?
No response, Captain. I suggest that we move closer for a short-range scan.
Alright, stay sharp. We don't know if there are Borg on that ship.
Increase your speed using E. Decrease your ship speed by using Q.
Also, if you press R, it'll go full
Use
speed.
W
Full
and
stop.
S to move up or down. Use A
Yeah, it's
and
also
D to
reverse.
move left
Full
or
stop.
right.
W and S are
I've
reverse.
stopped us this time,
So, like,
sir.
if I'm
but
holding
from now
W
on,
right
you'll
now.
be responsible for adjusting
This is
the speed
W.
of the ship.
This is S. Alright, let's scan the freighter. Get scanned, idiot.
No life forms detected. The ship is broadcasting its distress signal via automation. I suggest that we remotely order the break-even's computer to cease the distress signal.
Agreed. We don't want other ships coming to a possible Borg ambush. Even though we're trying to put out a distress signal, but I'm pretty sure they said that they can't, so I feel like this would be good that there is a distress. But whatever, let's shut down the distress signal. It actually seems a little reverse of what we want in hindsight, but let's do it. All right.
I put together a damage report, Captain, and it's not good.
Oh, great.
Level 2 diagnostic shows that almost all of the plasma injectors are damaged beyond repair.
That's positive thing to tell me. Do you have any replacements?
Not enough.
Okay.
Plasma injectors are made to withstand quite a beating, but we took too much damage in main engineering. I'm installing what spares we have, but we're short 3 injectors. Without them, we can't go to warp.
Any ideas?
There was a battle here recently between Starfleet and Klingon forces, and the amount of wreckage present is considerable. Despite the dangers involved, the salvage opportunities attract the crews of civilian vessels, like the Break-Even.
I think I see where you're going with this.
Logic suggests that we may discover similar opportunities for salvage here. I recommend scanning the debris field. Some of the derelicts present may contain intact plasma injectors.
Great. Scan the debris field at once.
Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles, and we should get the parts we need.
So, what a nacelle is this part of the ship down here.
Press the space bar to fire energy weapons.
What gets you to go to warp core. So that's what a nacelle is. You see it on most ships. Basically, all ships have these in one way or another. So I hit spacebar. I fire in space. Ironic, actually, in hindsight. I don't think I've ever thought about it like that. Spacebar for space. I've played this game since it came out, and I think that's the first time I've ever thought of that. So we're gonna take all these and get our functional plasma injectors. I know I just blew them up, but don't worry, they're
These
functional.
plasma injectors will do the trick, sir. Gorgeous technology. Type R, if I had to guess.
Okay.
3.7 liter flow with shielded reservoirs and a drop flow induction coil converter
please, Alright, that's good. Remember, Borg, you need to work fast.
I'll get everything installed as soon as I can, Captain. Just remember, safety comes first. After all, we don't want to blow up the minute we hit warp 1.
I agree with that, though. DeVrel, are the comms still jammed?
Unfortunately so, Captain. We are still unable to send a distress signal.
Any ideas on what's causing this?
There are several operational Starfleet comm satellites near our position. My preliminary attempts to use them to send a distress signal were not successful. A sensor scan revealed the presence of Borg technology in each satellite, and that they are the source of the jamming signal.
Okay, nice work. Recommendations?
Since time is a factor, the most expedient solution to the problem is the destruction of the assimilated satellites. Their elimination should allow us to send a distress signal to Starfleet Command.
Agreed. Let's make it happen.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy. Use your laser bangs to weaken shielded targets.
Yeah, so you have to be 10 km.
Nice shot.
So
2 more jamming satellites
white,
left.
and I can start firing
Use your
at it.
torpedoes on an enemy when their shield is down.
Yeah, torpedoes are very good for hull. Their kinetic damage. Well, this is laser. Kinetic damage is like... Kinetic damage.
Long-range communications are operational. Shall I send the distress signal?
Now, a phaser is like, it's a phaser, you know, that's different. So, basically, kinetic's not exactly amazing for shields, but it is very good on
Captain,
shield
the
target.
Borg ship sustained damage in our encounter, and is likely to be leaking plasma until they have an opportunity to regenerate. We might be able to use that plasma to find them.
Do it. We need to find them and rescue Captain Taggart.
Understood.
I want to get demoted.
Our sensors are sufficient to the task of following the trace plasma signature.
Good job. Finally, we have an advantage.
Now enhancing the plasma trail imaging, the recolored visuals should appear on our mapping systems.
Make it so.
It's pretty far out, sir. We should use
Far
the
out,
ship's
man.
full
Far
impulse power to reach it.
Okay.
This will
So full
temporarily
impulse.
take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed.
She
Once we
explained-
drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
She explained it better than I could, honestly. This is good. So you do it to, like I said, if you hit R, you go from 0 to 100 essentially. However, if you hit Shift R, which you can do from nothing, Shift R, it'll activate full impulse. Like she said, it'll take powers from my other systems and put it in my engines. However, if you would drop out of full impulse
Multiple
immediately,
Borg vessels
right,
on
like I'm about
sensors.
to do right now, my damage is gonna be low because my weapons
These
don't have
pellets
any
do
power
not
on them.
appear to be
That's
shielded.
it's very complicated how that works. It doesn't. At the end of the day, you don't need to really look at this too much. It's like casual. Okay, just shoot things and enjoy the story. That's what matters. honestly, I feel like that's what matters about a lot of different RPGs. They go in depth in a lot of things, but at the end of the day, just enjoy the story. The stories are always very good for most games. For most like games that you hear about, if you're a casual player and you don't play a lot of MMORPGs, but you still hear about it, odds are it's a good story. Games like this one, Star Wars: The Old Republic, Baldur's Gate 3, all that type of stuff have really nice stories. I mean, they go very in depth with like mechanics
Captain,
such as
the
power
Borg have
levels on the
adapted.
ship.
These vessels possess shields.
Yeah, so these ones have shields. Most of your enemies that you combat in this game will have shields. It's very, very rare that they don't. So as you can see, I'm just trying away at their shields first. So how these work is you have 4 weapons. I hope you can hear me because it's loud. I apologize. But you have 4 weapons, you have add weapons. These 4 weapons shoot out in front of you. If I hover over, you can see an array. Now this one's 250, but like for example, the torpedoes are only 90 degrees. So you can only shoot if the target is in that little array. Like that. Yes, chaos. Oh, I have caps lock on. Yes, chaos. Incoming transmission search from Starfleet. That's what we like to hear. On screen.
This is Captain Nog of the USS Chimera. Do you require assistance?
Yes, sir. We were attacked by the Borg. That is Nog from Deep Space Nine to those Star Trek
Pretty
fans.
bold move to come this far into Federation territory.
Yes.
Where is Captain Taggart?
He was captured and taken away. They assimilated him.
I see. And you're the acting
no
captain.
sugarcoating that. Yes, sir. I am.
Well done, Cadet. Looks like your ship is in need of repairs.
I
Set a
agree with
course
that.
for our position. Chimera out.
Yes, sir. It's kind of weird seeing him in a place of authority, because those who did watch Deep Space Nine, by the way, great show, Deep Space Nine. He's like a kid. That though he was going through Starfleet training.
Another Borg sphere is attacking.
Yes, it's acceptable. So spears, so we went against the probes, the little things I just blew up. Spears are essentially the next level. That comes to the forward ships. That's the ship had guard for. That is scary. It's not easy. Simulate in the dark. You have to beat them. That's not easy. So as you can see, there's visual stuff on where the shields are on outside the ship. Not the tractor beam.
This is Admiral Janeway. Looks like you're having a little Borg trouble. Let's see what we can do about that.
They really just throw names at you of people that you know, like Janeway and Nog. Really, at the tutorial, this is weird. That's not how you see it. But, so you can see that at the exterior shields. If I get the shot here, but you also see on the top, you don't have anything. You can see right here what my shields are. The fronts are pretty bad. It's the same as this, but you don't see that for other ships. So like, he has very little shields here on the bottom right, left. So it gives you like a visual thing. If you don't want to look, you can see, okay, he has a shield, now he doesn't. Alright, easy target. But if you want to look, you can also look at all the other side. So that's nice. Take this item too. That's not bad. Sounds like a ship. Cool. I can sell that. Money.
So, the rumors are true. The Borg have returned. We've got our work cut out for us. Cadet, where's your captain?
He was captured by the Borg. You know, the usual. We're in pursuit.
Assimilation isn't a fate that anyone should suffer.
Probably not.
And I hesitate to think about what the Borg would do with a captive Starfleet captain. They must have taken him for a reason. Otherwise, they wouldn't have left without assimilating your entire crew.
That does make sense, honestly. I'll give him that on the story.
Agreed.
I didn't.
We'll do everything we can to bring your captain
agrees.
home, Cadet.
All right, Admiral, receiving emergency transmission. We lost the
I
signal,
don't like
Admiral.
the sound of that at all. We need to get to the Pollock system and help the Kittimer before it's too late.
Probably, does this include us?
Indeed it does. I'll need all the help I can get with this situation. Consider this a field promotion, Captain. Now then, set a course to the Pollock system, best possible speed. Voyager and Chimera will rendezvous with you there. Janeway out.
I get all, so I receive the following reward. For basically completing this story arc of the tutorial, I get all these rewards. A ton of XP, which I'll level up from probably. Engines, another phaser beam. I didn't level up. Wow. Alright, let's go to the Pollock system. Let's warp there. Go. I have 8 people watching right now. 3 on YouTube and 5 on Twitch. That's nice.
We've arrived in the Pollock system, Captain. I have the Kittimer on sensors. She's taken heavy damage and is not responding to our hails. Your orders?
Get us closer. I want to run a detailed scan. This could be another trap. We did just get jumped, so that's actually a nice way to think about it, because that's scary. So, as you can see, everything has these little marks at the bottom right, and what these are, I know it's hard to tell when it's just level 1, but it's Roman numerals. It goes up to, I think, 15? I think, or 14 or 15, I don't remember. And, it basically is just what tier certain, oh, I can use it on the ship, certain weapons are. So these are like standard issue. They're not good at all, and the tier 1s are better than standard issue. However, tier 2 obviously is better than tier 1. So let's go approach the Kittimer, and I can't go full impulse, so I'm just gonna have to waddle my way there. Scan it.
Sensors indicate several critical systems are offline, Captain, including communications. I am reading numerous life signs on board, however.
Good. There's still time. There's still time to save both the ship and the surviving crew.
Something's not right here. Where are the Borg ships that attacked the Kittimer? Captain, I want you to scan those nearby gas clouds while we assist the crew of the Kittimer. Make sure they're not hiding any unwanted guests.
Understood, Admiral.
Sensors are having difficulty getting clear resolution through the gaseous anomalies. We will need to move in to very close range to acquire useful information.
Understood. Signal all hands to prepare for turbulence. Let's go to engines, because that's probably what we're going to be using here in a little bit. And I want to go faster, so we can speed through this.
You can set your ship's power
Yeah, it just told me to do basically that. Yeah, I know. We're going to scan this point.
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
So as you can see, there's circles on here too. The minimap works the same way, essentially.
This is Janeway. We're detecting some unusual gamma radiation levels near your position. We're having trouble getting a clear scan. I don't like the look of it.
Something cool about this game is that, you know, there are 3 different classes, essentially, tactical engineering science. And in this game, like right here, I have a science thing where I can do it only if I'm science. So I'm going to do that. I believe we'll need to recalibrate a multispatial sensor array. Her talk,
that
whatever.
was my thought as well.
And it's her thought as well.
Let me know what you find out there.
My point
that
is,
level
though,
of radiation can hide a lot of things, including the Borg.
Understood. We'll make the adjustments, Admiral. But it's cool that when games have that, where something that you picked influences the storyline, even if it's something small, like Mass Effect has certain lines about like your origin.
The
Stuff like that is
multispatial
awesome.
sensor array has been recalibrated.
It's awesome to see games actually like make your pick useful and not just
Picking
like
up a transwarp
nothing.
signature. It's right on top of us. The Borg.
I don't want to be assimilated, so you're gonna blow up instead.
The Borg are attacking us as well. Use full impulse to reach us quickly.
You can't use full impulse to by the way. I don't think I mentioned that yet. But yeah.
Activate full impulse by clicking on
Trying.
it. Deactivate full impulse by clicking on it again.
Yes. Or Shift R, like I said prior. So I'm gonna drop it at full impulse around like 11. Because, like I said, my weapons array don't have a lot of power in them. Again, it doesn't really matter. Especially in a Miranda class, so it really doesn't matter. Basically, this means I can't fire my weapon. Every time you fire a weapon, it takes something out here, so if you have like nothing, it's not gonna let you. But I only have like 4 weapons. If I had like 8, like a normal level, max level ship does.
This is the emergency medical hologram aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions.
EMH, give me a situation report.
The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They seem disconnected somehow. They're strange, but still quite dangerous.
Can you hold it on your own? If we have problems, are our own to deal with.
I am an emergency medical hologram, not
fair.
a miracle worker.
See, again, if you're engineering, you can do this one. Well, Admiral Janeway, someone must have activated the EMH from the bridge. Admiral Janeway, what are your orders? I'm not engineering, so I can't do that. So
The Borg did some serious damage to the Kittimer. The EMH might be in command because no one else is fit to do so. I'm reading a few probes from the Kittimer in the system. Looks like they were conducting research here before the Borg attack. I want you to collect data from those probes. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this.
Understood, Admiral.
We'll send teams to aid the Kittimer while you collect that data. One more thing. If you or your crew are unable to tackle this, speak up now. I know firsthand what fighting the Borg can do, even to seasoned officers.
I trust my crew. We'll get the job done.
I've linked the iota point to your map. Scan
Such a good
there
captain. I
while
don't
we
even
seek
ask
the
my
Kittimer.
crew how they feel. I just assume. That's what good captains do. Nah. They're just virtual. I'm sure they're fine. Let's scan the Kittimer probe.
Good. Head for
Good.
probe number 2.
It is cool, that, you know, yeah, they throw all these faces that you know in here just to make you feel more connected. Sure. That's the thing.
One last probe, and we should be able to
a lot of
assemble all
people
of the data.
don't like that, but because it's like fan service, but what it is cool to think about is that they got the same voice actors, like the actors doing those voice actors, and it does strike that familiarity. So for
Send
those
us
who don't
the
know,
data
there's
so
a
we
show
can
called
begin
Star
our
Trek
analysis.
Voyager, and that is where she's from. She's the captain of the USS Voyager.
We
So,
have your data, and our science team is analyzing it now.
What's the status of Kittimer?
Our tactical teams have eliminated the Borg boarding parties on the Kittimer. Why do you ask?
Can we use the Kittimer to help analyze the data?
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help.
Agreed. Can you help the Voyager analyze the data we've accumulated in this system?
I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and
gotta
an
flex.
extensive library of
Alright,
files on military tactics
stop
and command
flexing.
strategies. I believe I can spare a few bits of processing power for you.
That was very much a flex, especially with how you ended that. Ooh, let's see what we can do. So again, like I was saying, so it strikes that familiarity to people who don't know it, but it doesn't
Borg
like.
transwarp signatures detected.
At the same time,
All
I mean, there's
hands,
not been like a
battle
conversation that.
They're
where
firing.
they at?
I need
There
help.
they are. There's not been that conversation that makes you like that basically use the fact that you know them. So like, if you don't know Janeway, she just looks like another admiral, you know. But if you do know her, it's a nice touch. Is currently blowing up, so that don't look good, but that's okay.
Multiple Borg warp signatures detected. It's an invasion force.
We could take them.
We are the Borg. From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
Yeah, I don't really like.
We're
that
outnumbered.
idea.
There's no way we can.
They're leaving. Scan their trajectory. I want to know where they're going.
I would also look forward to going twice before going there.
Concentrate fire on that sphere.
However, odds are, I'll end up going there. This sphere goes nowhere though, so as you can see, spheres are tough. We demolished like 6 probes in the time that we've taken out half of it. So, while probes are like the weakest board in the ship, but this is the board by the way, we haven't gathered. Spheres spears are slightly stronger. And they're basically the main, like, tiny assault. You know, like what they send to the something small, something that don't beat you. That's a spear. This is a little tough ship. But as you can see, it's definitely stronger than throws.
Direct hit.
Yellow must be like exploding or something. I don't know. I've never seen yellow up until now. That's kind of weird, actually.
All right. Here's how I see it, Captain. The Borg are using the Pollux system as a staging area. Our long-range sensors are picking up inbound transwarp signatures. Based on our analysis, their most likely target is the Vega system. Colony there, and if the Borg take it, they'll have a large population to assimilate.
What's our next course of action?
I want you to go to the Vega colony and warn them about the Borg.
What about you, Admiral?
Voyager and Chimera are better equipped to hold off the Borg and assist the Kittimer. We'll do what we can, but it'll be up to you to warn the Vega colonists.
Understood, Admiral. We'll set up course for Vega.
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn the colony. Are you ready to go?
Depart system. So...
Shields up! Red alert!
You will become one with the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Good thing I'm not there anymore.
Certain missions allow you to remotely hail your contact by clicking on the hail icon along the right side of the mission tracker.
I never knew this was a thing.
You need to warn the Vega colony about the impending attack. We'll do what we can here to hold off the Borg and repair the Kittimer.
I get all this.
Good luck.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
I just leveled up the
Missions
level.
travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
So, I'm gonna equip all this stuff that I just got because I got a lot of new stuff. And, oops, that's not where I want to equip that. I know what this stuff does, but I will eventually explain it maybe in like a certain, like maybe I'll even post a little video of every time I get like to level, I don't know, but like my point is I'll go through explaining things and what everything does eventually. But for now, oh, also speaking of which, oh hint, this guy just completed the tutorial too. Chan man, good job, buddy. Right, he's about to level up. Let's go greet him. See, I'm too fast. We're gonna watch him level up. There it is, yeah! Alright, so, wow, that is cinematic. So, this is sector space. This is basically where you just fly around and there's no combat here. You go to the system and you go do the mission. So we're gonna go to Vega system. However, I'm gonna end this episode here. I don't know when I'll stream again, probably next week, Wednesday, but if I'm feeling it, because I was feeling, oh, there he goes. There's my friend. I'll just start heading there now, too. I was feeling it, like, randomly today. So I'm gonna end the stream, and probably next week, Wednesday, or just randomly, you'll see me maybe stream it, if I'm feeling this game. And we'll finish this tutorial off, but this was a good episode. We got a bunch of ground combat with the Borg, a bunch of space combat with the Borg. So, without further ado, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.